Well, hi, everybody. This is your stay-at-home grandma, and we are bringing you, well, first of all, my granddaughter has wanted this cake, and I bought the strawberry cake. I thought I showed you a couple of weeks ago. It's a Duncan Hine cake. So don't get excited. I don't bake yet. I will. All right. So she's going to do the cake. All right. In the meantime, while she's in front doing the cake, I'm going to be doing the hamburger for the chili, which is behind me. So take it away, Maestro. She's going to do the strawberry cake, and then I'll do the strawberries for the frosting. And for that, I got to make some tea, too.
Yummy.
I'm making strawberry tea, too. So in this pan right here, I've got some hamburger already cooking with the onions and peppers. Paper towel and wipe all that off. Put everything back as you go, okay?
Yep.
Because even though this kitchen is big, it's not made for cooking. It has never been. It's made for cooking, but the counter space is not,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I mean, it's just made. I think that this was a ballroom once upon a time.
The floors are slippery sometimes, so you can dance.
Mm-hmm. So I'm breaking up the hamburger and the onions and the peppers. How's everybody doing, by the way? I am fine.
Okay.
And she's going to make the cake.
Let me see if I can show it. I love strawberry cake. It's my favorite one.
I didn't know that till you told me.
Yep. I love.
But you never really say anything. You never really ask for anything, so.
I've been looking for this for years.
And you know what? God had to answer that prayer because it was out on the Hey, Jelly Bean, how are you? I don't have my glasses on. Let me put my glasses on. I act like I can see too.
It smells so good.
I think it's like everybody in the family.
Yeah, with glasses. Yeah,
except for Hadia.
her eyes are good. I have glasses. I just don't wear them.
But you need to because
unless I have to.
But you need to because you're going to ruin your eyes for later. Remember that when you get older.
I hear that a lot.
I've been wearing glasses since I was 13.
I was 12 when I first got my pair, and then I lost it, and then I got two other ones, so I keep one in the car for driving, and then one for when I was in school, I used to keep that pair when I was in school. If I go to the movie theater, and then I'll use the glasses for that.
Hey, Bern. He's I talked to him this evening, and he's doing okay. He's doing okay. He's not in intensive care, but he is I think he's in a room by himself. Hey, Jelly Bean, how are you? Yeah, it has been a long week. It's been a rough week, too. Put the oil in very carefully. She's making their cake, so she wanted to do it since we were coming on. Okay, get it like that. Put it in the thing. So I'm making chili, and I'm making a Korean pancake. And if everything doesn't go according to Murphy's Law, I will do the Korean fried chicken tomorrow because we tired. Okay? Bring this over to you. I'll bring it over, then I'll wash my hands, and I'll leave it open, and then you can just remind me to get that funnel for the oil. Okay. Just throw it in like that. Okay, I'll wash my hands. And then when you're finished and you get it in the oven, I'll start.
Okay.
So I have the pancetta, which is the same thing as bacon. Don't ask me what comes from the pig, but I don't know what part of the pig or anything like that. I'm not that kind of farmer. Nor have I been a farmer. I'm just a plain old gardener. You finished with this?
Yep. The two eggs.
Okay, I know. What I'm going to do is take them out and put them in the bath so they won't fall.
And
throw the carton away.
It's so pretty.
But I have to say that it's really nice when your grandchildren want to spend time with you. Hey, Ray of Sunshine, how are you? Because most grandkids don't want to spend time with anybody. I don't think. I think you're gonna need two for those.
To what?
2 pans.
Oh, okay. I'll get another one when I'm done this. It smells so good.
Yes, it does. Smells like strawberries.
Yeah. I still hold my mom and my grandmother's hand. I'm not ashamed. I love them.
Yeah, I love you too. And her sister is, yeah, she's gonna be 16.
Yeah, I
Her
know.
birthday and my birthday, not her. She's 18. She just graduated from high school. All A's, honor student, no absenteeism.
Yep.
Whatever. And her sister is 15 and a half. Her birthday and my birthday are the same day, March 31st. Remember that date.
And then Angel is officially gonna be a teen.
Oh my God, she's gonna be 13. Can you believe
I
that?
can't.
I was just looking at some pictures of her the other day, and I'm like, where did the time go?
I know she had such a little.
You need spray for that too.
Okay, yeah, I'll get it.
You know, I don't.
She had such a little pipsqueak voice.
I know. She's still got a pipsqueak voice though.
It was just shocking to hear the other one.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn the pancetta on now. This is the pancetta for the Korean pancakes. I'll tell you everything that goes into this and what it's all about when she gets finished. Here. I'm gonna get it. I'm getting it.
Thank you.
Yep, it's already on.
I know. That's great.
So he might come home tomorrow with at least his brother, but I don't think so. I think that's him wishing that he could come home. But he might talk the doctors into it.
It's a pity party.
But he did eat.
What hospital is he in?
He's in VA hospital this time.
Oh, okay.
You know, the last time he was in Christiana.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I had to call his daughter Dawn, because she works at Christiana. And she started to worry.
Okay, now I'm going to pour it in the pan. Or pans.
Just take your time with it. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was wrong.
I know it does seem like bigger than what it was.
Yeah, well, if it doesn't, then I'll just shave the other pan and just use that for the cornbread.
Okay. Oh, yay, cornbread.
Coming over tomorrow?
I can, yeah.
We're supposed to be going shopping with a friend tomorrow, so, and we gotta be around just in case. Just in case, you know, your grandfather gets out of the hospital, so. And she's gonna take her daughter to work, the youngest one.
Okay.
So.
The Super Bowl is next Sunday. I did not know
We
that.
we having Super Bowl, I'm sorry, everybody, except for Jilly Bean. But if the Patriots are not playing, we usually don't watch the Super Bowl. But we gotta watch the halftime because Jay-Z, okay, which I haven't seen in like years. He's the only rapper that I actually like. Him and
Really?
Ice-T.
Oh, they're playing?
Ice-T's not playing.
Oh, okay.
And, Jay-Z's singing, Eminem singing. I used to like him.
I love Eminem.
I like Eminem.
His flow is unmatched.
Okay, want to get that out, really?
Yeah, I should have got something, but
I got it.
I wasn't thinking.
I'm helping. I'm your sous chef.
In this particular circumstance, I will be a child again, and I probably will lick the whisk.
Hey.
Or if it's brownie batter.
Actually, no, there's not that much in there. I thought that there was more in there. Okay. You think?
The less, the better. This is less to clean up, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to hit this. Hit this just like that. I thought it had two, so I'll save that for... Oh, okay. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, there's yours. I wish your sister could lick that.
I know.
Your sister's got so many allergies that You finished with this?
Yeah, well, let me see the minutes.
How was it?
That's good.
Okay, so this is done.
Set my timer for 30 minutes.
So, I'll bring my crock pot over. I'm gonna turn this off. You finished with this block?
Yep, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna bring my crock pot over. Okay. Show you what I'm gonna use. This I have become addicted to Prego. This is garlic and herb. I'm liking Prego. I will do some of my these are black beans. I will do some of my canning stuff later. I was gonna do it this summer, but I mean this fall, but you know, the time and space and everything else got in the way. So we are trying today. I got this recipe from a friend of mine, and so I want to try it out. It is, well, the Korean barbecue I've had, the Korean fried chicken I've had, but I want to try the Korean.
I've never tried the Korean corn dogs.
Korean corn dogs?
Yeah.
No, have you?
No, I want to so bad. Padilla said she does too. We
Okay,
can make one with
and
her.
she can actually eat that because of the cornmeal and the all of the Chinese spices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Asian spices don't hurt her.
She would just have to use her own cheese because I think sometimes they put cheese in it. They put different things in it depending on what you get. But I want to try it so bad.
Well, that's good because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some cheese,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to try to see if I can make hers with the rice milk. But she can use oat milk too, which is a heavier consistency. Okay, so
oat milk is actually not that bad. I actually like it.
Okay, so we're doing the pancetta now. And all pancetta is a part of the cake, but I don't know which, but it's bacon.
Huh.
Okay, and something I forgot. Oh, I forgot the egg done. Well, that's crazy. Okay, good. But I'm trying to, you know, get things that she will like that she can eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and since she's old enough now to tell me what she can eat, because you know that was kind of a big secret.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
No, I know. Ugh, those times.
Yeah, but you know, hey. I guess some people just figure that way. Okay, so I'm going to start with the sauce first. Let's see if I missed anybody. If I missed anybody, just let me know you're here. Half Bowl, it is. Halftime is the Super Bowl commercials and the artists and Mary J. Blige. And I actually like her too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Most of the ones that they've had before, I'm like, But
I like Bruno Mars, Beyonce, and Coldplay.
Oh, I love Bruno Mars.
I think that was 2016.
And so does Poppy, remember?
Yes. Every time we would come, he was listening to 24 Karat Magic. And then
Okay, so why doesn't this want to open?
I think that was 2016. And then I love
maybe because I got it wrong.
I love the Lady Gaga performance because I've loved Lady Gaga since I was little. So
and Lady Gaga's a fantastic entertainer.
She really is. I still like her songs.
No, I don't want to lick. Thank you though. Got it. Okay, so Do me just one favor. Get me a spoon out of there, please. Okay, so the first thing that's going in is the garlic and herb. Okay, the sauce, because I'm going to put it on the slow cooker. But you have to. Oh, Snoop Dogg is here too. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Jelly Bean just told me.
I like the
Snoop Dogg. I haven't seen. I love him with Martha Stewart. They just. I would love a chance to cook with Martha Stewart, Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri. I don't even want to touch Alex Bonicelli. Okay, because she wins with everybody. But I don't want a competition. I just want to cook with them. I think the one that I'm going to actually get, though, will probably be Guy Fieri, because he comes to Delaware often.
Really?
Well, now what we're trying to do is get him to come to Krabby Dick's.
I can't. That'd be so much talk in the town.
Oh yeah, but this town deserves a lot of talk.
Yeah, that's true.
They do a lot.
It's a very good town.
It's such a small town, okay, that we live in. Hey, M.O.B.s.
I gave my coworkers a tour of the town while we were taking my kids out, and they're actually looking for like a place to stay here because they like it so much, and it's closer to the job.
It's a town that I moved from Boston, and I moved from the city, and when I promised my family, because they would send me away down the Cape to Connecticut, wherever, camp, and I made myself a promise when Kendrick Lamar is in there too. Jelly Bean just told me.
No way. I love Kendrick.
Jelly Bean just told me.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
So we're gonna and we'll have to talk, and we'll have to probably have them live so that we can talk and everything like that and talk about the halftime.
I can't wait.
The football game I could care less about,
because
the Patriots ain't playing. But I'm sorry if I stepped on anybody's toes. But everybody has their own teams. Yeah, I got it, M.O.B.s. I meant to tell you that so much has happened that, So I'm going to eyeball this. Okay, so this is oregano. I did get it, and I have your stuff to be packed and everything like that. I packed Annie Jenny's, but okay, so this is oregano, and that was a half a teaspoon that went in. I kind of eyeballed it. Okay, now I'm going to put this over there, and I'll put all this up, and then we'll start with the Asian one. Okay, so I'm going to finish this out. I think I'm going to finish this out. I mean, in the smallest spoon.
Sorry, but Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
But I did get it, and I know where I put it away so I wouldn't lose it. So, I'm making chili. I was going to make Korean fried chicken, but I will probably try to do that tomorrow if my husband doesn't come home, which I doubt he won't be back until Monday, if that. But he says he might, so I'm hoping. I'm trying to finish this jar. I opened up the other one. Okay, so that's it for that. Got the garbage can right next to me. And I just dropped that on the floor. I'll pick it up after. One of the things that I learned about cooking years ago from my mother was, if it drops on the floor, leave it there till after.
Makes sense.
Okay, so I put in a half of a teaspoon of garlic. And this is minced garlic. And yes, I use fresh garlic, but you know what? Oh, some chili? Well, I mean, it's cold outside, okay? Everybody wants chili.
I forgot to. I think it was last year, The Weeknd played. That was a pretty good one, too.
The Weeknd?
Yeah.
I've never heard him.
Oh, ooh, don't tell Diamond that. That's Diamond's boy.
Yeah, but
he has some good songs. It's like
okay, garlic salt. It's like what?
I don't know, like the vibe to give. Like basically, if you were driving in Las Vegas at night, you would blast his music. His music's pretty good.
Is it really?
I mean, she knows like every single one of them, but the basics, like the regular streamed and some underrated ones, I like him. He's not my favorite. You know who my favorite one is.
Onion powder, half a teaspoon. Annie Jenny, hey, Annie Jenny, your bag is all packed for you. I was going to send it out today, but my husband went to the hospital again. So hopefully one of us, me and my granddaughters, will go to this to get the meal at Monday. It's yours and M.O.B.s is going to go out. And Burns and Jelly Bean and Ray of Sunshine, we're going to do a tuna fish challenge and taste it, and we're going to be on, and then I send it to the people that sent me the tuna fish, plus the granola too as well. But they have to be like 2 separate challenges to see whether we like it or not. So if you want it, let me know. Just email me your addresses. No, I got it done. And he and I were gonna do it today, because he and I were gonna go out and just have like a cup of tea or something like that, because he needs to get out. But then that happened. Okay, so I like my red pepper flakes. We like our red pepper. Remember when we did the string beans for Thanksgiving, this past Thanksgiving, and your mother said it was too hot? Oh, one was just a little pepper in there. Just like, oh my God.
Yeah, she doesn't handle spice like we do.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised she doesn't though, because my mother and I always cook with spice.
I don't know. And then her being around Daddy.
Yeah, you would think.
Makes no sense.
Okay, now I think I got everything. Oh, I didn't put the salt and pepper in yet. No, but I'll have it out. If I keep myself busy, it'll be all right. Either way. Now this is canned black beans, but I will do a real one. Now I'll do one with just homemade beans and okay. All right. Well, they'll be next time, because I'm trading in my my individual reviews. I won't be doing so much of those, and I'll be doing group reviews and things like that, which will probably be better. Yes, it's already in the pan. Yes, I did. I browned my meat with the onions and the peppers. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna take this fork out, throw this away. I'm gonna put these back, and then I will get the meat. And then we're gonna get into the Korean. Okay, let me just put all this back, except for the garlic. That stays here, this stays here, this stays here, this goes back. That's not when Ashley goes back. I've never heard Kendrick Lamar, though.
I love him. Really? He actually disappeared for a while, but now he's back.
Well, see, I know like all the old, and I mean, I'm old, but because of Diamond and well, your mom and all of that. Okay, let me turn this pancetta off. This is all done. So, here comes the meat. This is the hamburger and the green, the bell peppers and the onions. And I'm going to spoon this in. And I have to do something else too. I put the salt and pepper in, and I put just a half a teaspoon of sugar in. And I forgot that. How long do you have to wait for the cake?
16 more minutes.
For the cake?
Yeah.
Dang. What was the oven supposed to be on?
Check that. Let me look it up.
Oh, forget it now.
It's probably supposed to be like 4 or something.
You know, I got it on 350, so I don't know. So then I have this, and I'm going to mix this in. Mm.
Oh no, we're good.
It was 350.
It depends on like the pan you use. It says, but I say generally around 350 because they're saying for like abundant pans, heat the oven to 325, and then there's another one that says 375 for a shiny metal one. So yeah.
Yeah, like you can't go. You know what I mean. All right, so we'll put the salt in. That is a half a teaspoon of salt. Because remember, my husband can't have a lot of salt anymore. And this is just enough for him and me, and maybe you.
Oh yeah. You can always add more if it's not enough.
No,
on your own plate.
No, I mean, we don't make a lot of food because,
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna put this in the sink. Okay, so now gotta get the. Yeah, it is a small pot, but it's good enough for us. But okay. So now we're going to get the Chinese pancakes going. Right. So I have to get a few things. I still have to get the sugar for them. Okay, so this is the chili powder. I put the sugar in. Oh, I forgot the leftover tomato. I gotta put that in too. What do I do with it? I don't know what it is. Here it is, I think. Yeah. I wonder, there should be another one. Yeah, here it is. Put in the leftover tomato. Okay. So in this I have flour, a teaspoon of cornstarch, some rice flour, and some ginger. And we are going to make pancakes. So I got to get the. So these are the scallions. I'm going to rinse these off and put them in the pan. Okay, so these are going into the pan with the pancetta, and they're just right there. So we need some water. I don't really need water, but we need water. Now, this is a seafood Korean pancake. There are all kinds of Korean pancakes. There are kimchi, which I don't eat. I've never had it before, and I'm a darer, but not that much of a darer. Okay, I don't like sauerkraut and things like that. I like pickles. Some. I've never made a pickle. My mother used to make all kinds of pickles, but I never made one. I really don't like sour foods. So kimchi to me, and I haven't tried it. I will try it. And I will try it, and then I will probably try it with you here watching, and then I'll tell you how it really tastes. But at this point, I don't know. But so we're going to turn this on low. Oh, this is just enough oil. Oh, I got sesame oil somewhere. Here it is. Put a little sesame oil in here. Don't need much because the pancetta has made its own oil. Then I have the shrimp soaking. So I'm going to put the shrimp in. All right, so that's that. Now I have mirin, rice vinegar, soy sauce. Both of them are all the same. And gochujang. It was funny because I had all of the spices for that. Okay, so now, oh, I forgot the eggs.
Seven minutes.
You got 7 more minutes?
Yep.
You know what's funny about making a cake, right?
Huh.
My mother used to always make the cakes on Saturday night.
Huh. That's pretty funny.
Right, exactly. Now you can use your regular ginger, the ginger you buy from the store, or you can use bottled ginger. I used bottled ginger because I didn't feel like cutting up the ginger. I'm here by a hair and a prayer, so I think you all know that though, but I'm here. And the thing about it is, this keeps me grounded. This is my grandchildren. And Diamond called here because the emergency, because of the emergency thing, because of the button, they called her and she's like, okay, what's wrong? And I'm like, it's not me, it's Poppy. And she's like, oh, God.
I think you had called in the brink of when I was falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'll call her in a few more minutes. And then I fell asleep. But because you had called late, I figured it was Poppy. And so when I woke up today, I got the call and I was like,
No, but it wasn't Poppy last night. I called you to see if you got home from across the street.
oh.
All right. Okay, so we're going to mix the egg. 2 eggs. Okay. Now remember, scallions. Okay, pancetta or bacon. You can cut your bacon up finely. If you don't have to get pancetta. Her mother just happened to buy me some pancetta. Okay, so I had to use it. So I got the pancetta, but you can use bacon in it. And then you can put the shrimp in with the scallions so that they can get brown. The shrimp get pink and the scallions kind of get brown. And let me just turn this down just a little bit. I don't want to turn it off. Okay. So now we're going to mix this up. I made a little well in it. Yeah, we got to start doing movies now with the with the camera, yeah, because I've had that camera for 2 years and haven't touched it. Okay, we're gonna pour a little water in. But you don't want it too loose, but you don't want it too thick either. And then after this, we're gonna macerate the strawberries for strawberry frosting. You know what? Oh, I don't think I have any confectioner's sugar, but I know how to make it. Take the
like powdered sugar. Oh, don't you just put it in the grinder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how?
Yeah.
You've watched me before. I don't think so.
I've made it before too.
Yeah, I know. It's funny how people get away from certain things, and then you can act most of the stuff you can make that you already have in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why people make the industry makes so much money. Okay, now the seasoning, a little bit of soy sauce. Okay, if I could ever open this, but I have my magic one right here. I don't know what I would do without this. There, this is they're on. I got one of those to review, and then another one they asked me to review. So I have one on each floor. I have one in my art room and one in my bedroom, because other than that, I would be at a loss to try to open things. I have arthritis. So you put 7 drops of soy sauce in there. All right. And then you're going to stir it up. But you don't want too much soy sauce in there. Okay, so this is mirin. It is sweet cooking rice seasoning. Okay, so we're going to use just a little bit of this. You can get this at an Asian store, and it isn't that much money. I think you can get it at a regular store too, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm thinking that. Got it. And I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of this, and I'm eyeballing it. Put these over here so I won't repeat them. Do me a favor. Go in there and get me another spoon, please. And see if you can get me a little spoon.
There's this.
That's what I want. There's only like 1 or 2 of them in there, okay? I don't know what happened. I think that your niece, I got to blame it on her, okay? Threw them away.
Oh gosh.
They're probably in there, okay? I just never really used one, and I don't feel like getting the teaspoons out, the measuring spoons out.
I hope she didn't throw them away.
No, she didn't throw them away. Okay, now rice flour. And now we're going to use some rice vinegar because just a little bit. And this is rice cooking wine, actually. But it's the same thing as rice vinegar. I'm going to get this one open. Use just a little bit. Just a little bit, just like a drop. Okay, honey. Thank you.
That's my timer.
Thank you, Julie Bean. Have a nice night. Get some sleep and stuff and be safe. Okay, so that's done.
Where's the toothpicks? I like doing this.
You're your mother's child. Okay. Chili powder. So that would be a teaspoon. Or that's a half a teaspoon. Yeah. Is it done?
Looks good. Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to turn this off or leave it on for a
No,
while?
leave it on. I like it when it's on. Okay, this is gochujang. Okay, and this is Korean chili sauce. You can also, the best place to get it is at the Asian market somewhere. I think you can get it at the regular store though, but there's a couple of Asian markets that I go to. I'm gonna take the whole top off. Because this is thick. And here it comes. Okay, so this is the paste. And this is how much it looks like. So we're gonna put this in. I'm gonna taste this. It's tasting kind of good for the batter. Kind of hot though. I know you like that. You're like, oh yeah. I'll put a little bit of garlic in there. This is the crushed garlic. I get this from the dollar store. Hey, Brunel, how are you? Just a little bit of garlic. And we're going to use a little bit of garlic salt. And that's it for the garlic salt. I got to get some more. I got garlic powder, but no salt.
I like the garlic powder better, and then I
just actually I do
salt.
Too now.
Because there was one time where I didn't know it was salt because I didn't read it good enough, and I'm like, well, why is it so salty?
Listen, wait a minute. Everybody has those mistakes, even the seasoned cooks.
Yep, I read everything over and over again now.
Yeah, I do too. Pepper. Okay, and salt. Okay, now you need just a little bit. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. A little bit more water. Because like I said, you want to have it into a batter consistency. Mix all the gochujang in. Now we're going to taste this in front of you. Okay. Okay. So let's see how, let me put these two away in the refrigerator. Don't get up on this because you'll fall. I'll put this in underneath after. Put these in the refrigerator as I go. Oh, that looks nice.
I'm so excited. I haven't had that in such a long time.
When's the last time you had it?
I don't even remember. It might have been at like a kid's birthday party or something.
Oh, okay. We got to wait a little while longer because so I can put this away and I can be macerating the strawberries because the shrimp are not quite pink yet.
Mm.
So we'll put all this away. I'm telling you, okay? My leg. I don't know. And then I'll just macerate the strawberries and everything like that and get ready to make the fruit tea and the frosting.
Oh yeah.
Got to think of what I was making.
You have Cool Whip frost. Cool Whip.
Actually, I think in the freezer.
Oh, I'll check into that.
Because we can do Cool Whip frosting. That would be good.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the other ones are not good.
what, the one in the fridge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I keep needing to take it out. I clean the refrigerator out, put it back in again, okay? And then I'm like, what did I do that for? I think that so much has gone on here that in the past couple of weeks that I think this is better. Yeah. What is it? No, that's Cool Whip. So you know what you can do with this in a few minutes?
Huh.
Stick it in the microwave for about 2 seconds to let it soften.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna bring the strawberries out and macerate those.
Okay.
I'll put those up later. So now I got my strawberries. I'm gonna put those out and put them in the bowl in here, but I'm gonna wash them all off first. Okay. We have the strawberries all done. is just taking their sweet time turning pink. Any other time that you just be pink.
You said 2 seconds?
Yeah, you gotta take everything out of that though. And then just leave it there until we get ready for it.
I forgot this was in there.
What's that?
The
Oh yeah. Let's see. Me and Diamond were like eating it, and then I said, "Well, I guess she must have made the other piece for Ari. You know, Ari didn't want it,
Oh yeah.
so
Or she probably didn't realize. Did Poppy eat his?
yeah, he ate his.
Okay then.
But Ari didn't want it, I guess. So that was fast. Okay, make it for 4 then. Okay, so now I got the strawberries. Hey, distracted me. How are you? Yeah, the chili's made, but you can go back and look at it. And the Korean pancake is on its way. So I'm waiting for the shrimp to turn pink. Now, this is something that I just tried. This is the first time I tried the Korean pancake. So these are the strawberries. What's it look like? Did you finish it? Just let it sit there. Do me a favor.
What'd you say?
Do me a favor. Look down there and where the pans are, and get me the large pan for the tea. Now, do you just want sugared strawberries on there, or do you want some frosting?
I can put the Cool Whip on there.
Oh, that's right. Just
Come on, Pan. I almost got you.
Rinse it out, and then we can. I'm gonna make the tea first, and then we'll do the strawberries for with the Cool Whip.
Okay,
So I called I think well, everybody else except yeah. Well, we actually decided on Cool Whip and strawberries, okay? Because I don't know. That's what she decided. So it is kind of because I've made ice cream out of Cool Whip. Put it on it right there. I'm gonna macerate this right in there.
a picture of this cake.
You should. You should be proud of everything you do, girl. Just don't show it to the kids in the school that you work in.
Oh, please.
I bet you they're cute though. She works in a.
Oh, they are. They're so adorable.
She works in a daycare.
Right in the neighborhood. It's new.
Right in the neighborhood. She walks to work around the corner.
Yep.
Okay, so this should be done. Do me a favor.
Huh?
Go where the tea is. You know where the tea is in there, in the jar, and get 6 Lipton tea bags. Okay, so this is the batter that's going on the pancake. Because they should be done. Knock the trash can over. I can't do anything about it right yet.
Okay, they're on the table.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
We're going to let that. Now we're going to do it down as low as possible. Okay, so this is done. So now I can put this up here. And cut these and put these in as I go. Because I'll macerate them right in there. Then I'll pour the water in and the sugar. Oh, shoot. Need one more thing. In there, down there, because there's not that much sugar in there. There's 10 pounds of sugar down way in the back. And that one right there.
You need me to pour it in the jar?
Not really. Just, no, that one, the other one. Yeah, just get it out first and we'll pour it in the jar after. Don't be, not that one, not that one, the bottom one, I'm sorry. Now pour the tea bags in. Let me take these papers out. You gotta move some stuff.
I gotta get my flashlight first.
That's what Angel did the other day.
What, got her flashlight?
I said, what are you looking for? I said, I don't know. Yeah, I wish all you were actually here tonight. I'm tearing the tea bag, these tea bag emblems off because I don't like it in the tea.
I see milk and beans.
It's all the way in the back. No, it isn't. I'm lying.
Huh.
It's right there on the first shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I forgot I moved everything. That's what you get for cleaning things off and then not marking where you put everything.
It does look like a big thing of flour.
It does, but it's sugar.
Yeah.
Because whenever he goes to BJ's, he gets 10 pounds of sugar. So there's some in the wicker basket in the shed, but I'm not, I'm not going up. So I have that one.
You and I both. You making cornbread now?
I don't think so. Oh, I mean, I like playing. Well, they don't play games with me because they're scared that I might win. She just laughed, but you know you are. Okay, so got a few more of these, and then I'll macerate these for the And I actually should have put the tea bags in, but I'll be careful. You want a plate, Vern? So these right here are the ones, and then these are the ones we'll use for the. I just wanted to try something different. And I'll have to make it again because my husband wanted to try it too. I watched this Korean cooking channel, and I am in love with, because we have this place called the Korean barbecue here. They're probably all over the world, but we have one here. And I've eaten some of their Korean food, and it is to die for. It's hot, most of it. But see, I like hot food, so. By the time I get finished with this, I can see if it needs to be. I don't think it needs to be turned over quite yet, but we'll see. You want to look at it? You know when to turn a pancake over?
This particular one?
Yeah.
No.
No, me either.
Regular pancakes.
Well, they're like regular pancakes, except that they're big and they're thicker, kind of. So. But when you can come over, anybody can come over and have something. Your mother know you're making a cake?
No, but she hasn't texted me about coming home.
And she's not gonna bother you tonight. I made a mistake and threw these one here, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so. Okay. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta look at this pancake, and then I'll come back and I'll macerate these strawberries around the tea bags. Not quite yet. I'm turning up just a little bit, not quite yet. So, get the potato masher. Wherever it may be. Oh, here it is. Now you're going to mash the strawberries up just a little bit because you strain this out after. But that brings all the juice. You can also do this in the food processor, but I'm not doing that. That food processor, I got to try to figure out. I'm going to have to move some things around and put the food processor out. Now you can put peaches in this. You can put apples in this. You can put blackberries, blueberries. This is how my mother used to make tea for me. And I loved it.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so that's all macerated. So we are going to bring this over to the sink and put some water in it. Okay. And I'm going to let that come to a boil. Okay.
And that will show you.
So now we need 1 lemon. I have to do something with those because that's a pain. But I know when I'm going to get the strips and put them down.
Oh, so they can stay? I
Mm-hmm.
know.
I forget what you call them, but. Okay, so we've got 1 lemon and 1 orange. I'm going to wash these off. 1 lemon and 1 orange. I'm going to wash these off because those will go into the tea. All right, so I'm gonna cut these up. Let me check my food. Okay, so
You good?
almost, yeah, I'm good. I lose my balance lots of times.
Yeah.
So I flipped it over and it didn't break. Well, I forget what the chef, something Choi and Joanne Choi, I forget what her name is. But anyway, she says the first few that she made, they broke. That didn't break. That's my first time. Okay, so we're gonna. Now I have to make some quinine water for all of you. And I'll probably do that next week sometime. And the quinine water is not like the quinine water that you get in the store. It is for colds and flu and all that. Okay, so this is going in there as well. This is the orange. It's a nice big orange too. Did it eat today?
I don't know. I think she ate earlier, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because now is the time that I really think about it, right? Okay, now I'm going to throw these oranges in. Lift this just a little bit just to see. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off, but this is done. And we're supposed to have the sauce that goes over it. However, I did not make it. So we can use this, the gochujang or some Asian garlic, chili garlics, whatever. I'm going to cut the rest of these up. Yeah, I would cut them up smaller. I'll finish these and then you can sugar these up in the bowl.
Hmm?
I said I'm going to finish these and then I'll cut them up and then you can sugar them up.
Okay.
And then you can mix them in the frosting and you can put your own frosting on. You gonna taste the gochujang first? I mean the gochujang. I'm gonna taste the Asian thing.
Whatever's done, I'll taste.
It's done. I just turned it off because it's got to cool for a minute. But I want to get these done. I'm glad that you all are here rocking with me. It makes me feel good.
I don't want to stay too late though.
Yeah, I know. What time is it?
It's 9:04.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, I guess after we eat and then.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I'll wash the dishes. You don't have to wash your dishes tonight.
All right, I'll take out that
the trash
in there. Yeah.
Yeah. As you go. Okay. Okay, these are all yours. Let me just cut it up just a little bit more. My knifing skills are not that good.
I'm looking at pictures of baby Ari. So cute.
Oh, I know. Ari?
Yeah.
You know who also was a cute baby? Ariana. She was a beautiful baby.
I haven't seen any baby pictures. I saw like pictures when she was like 4.
Yeah,
like
no.
a little kid, but not a baby picture.
That was a beautiful baby.
Oh.
She was wrapped. One of my grandchildren. She looked like a little wrapped up doll. Big eyes.
Ari's so cute. I can't. She was so small.
I know. I miss Ari.
I remember when they would come to our house and that I'd come home from like sophomore year after school and she'd be watching like Dora or something. And she was like 4. So tiny.
I gotta have a strawberry. Okay, good night. Thanks for coming, Distracted. Okay. Yeah. I gotta get some sugar.
And how much do you want on there?
Probably about a couple of tablespoons. Because I gotta put them in the tea, but I can wait for a minute. Okay, so wash my hands. Oh, by the way, these packages that have the food that come in, you can use these as plant starters. I'm gonna grow me some microgreens this year.
The way that everything is going up in the stores. The way that everything is going up in the stores, I feel like everybody should at least know how to plant.
Makes sense.
You want me to mix this or mash it or what?
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I can just use this. It doesn't matter to me. My hands can always use them.
Well, the one thing about cooking that I found out from my mother and them watching all the chefs, your hands are the best ones to use.
Yeah.
According to the chefs.
I mean, if you're in a rush or like that night that we were making how many cupcakes for the kids' party?
Oh, yes, that's right.
That would have been.
How many cupcakes did we make for that party?
I think like 100 and something.
Something like 100. Plus, we did all the decorations and everything.
It was funny because I think Aisha brought she brought like 2 cakes, but Amaya's mom was eating the cupcakes we made, so she ended up taking some of them home. They had cake for days that year.
I think that really what happens is There's nobody, unless they don't know about homemade things, you know, they're
They
not
just
used
buy
to
it
it.
from the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nobody, you know, yeah.
And I don't think anybody told her that we already have made the cakes because I think Diamond asked us to make them.
Yeah.
We decorated them with those pearl balls. That was like 3 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was. It was fun though.
Yeah, it was. But we stayed here till like 12 doing that.
Oh, I was tired.
We all had a great sleep that night.
Yes, we did. I'm gonna put this over here for now. Okay, I'm gonna get the plates. We'll get some napkins, and we're gonna try the go to jam. I mean, that. Why do I keep saying go to jam? Because that's what's in it. The Korean pancake. I'm gonna use regular plates. Is your sister asleep?
I just went in there to check on her, so she's listening to music.
Oh yeah, when she listens to music, she just completely just leaves town. I'm leaving no forwarding address. You want a little bit of this first?
Sure. Okay, it's in the sugar.
I have to use a knife to slice this. Let's see. This one ought to do. So now we're coming to the tasting part. I'll give her a little bit because, like I said, she's never had it before. So here, you want to get a couple of forks for us and some napkins? Which one is that?
This was here.
No, I'm talking about, that was here?
Right there. About 9 years ago.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah. 2012. A little further than that, maybe.
All right, and yeah, that's what you do. You don't have to go over and get the napkin.
Okay. What is this called again?
Korean pancake.
Okay.
Now there's a whole seafood Korean pancake too that I want to try. Do you I don't remember whether you eat
I like it.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try it with some sauce. I'm gonna get some sesame sauce. I gotta have sauce, you know that. My granddaughter says she likes it.
There's onion.
I know you don't like onions, so you don't have to eat it. There's scallions actually, but onions nonetheless.
I think only onions are like a red onions.
The red onions?
And like eggs.
And see, that's the thing. I don't like red onions.
Only in eggs though.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste it. Okay, I'm getting to the test now. I have to say my blessings. I like that. It's not as hot as I thought it was going to be with all that.
It's not hot at all to me. I think the only time something was ever hot to me was that Carolina Reaper I tried in 8th grade.
Oh my God.
And that was
You're not
so
really
hot,
supposed to eat it. You're not supposed to eat a Carolina Reaper raw anyway.
Well, we aren't, but our science teacher let us, and we were 13 and didn't know that. He should have knew that. He technically wasn't even supposed to bring it in, but he did. Because actually people got sick from it. It was so hot, I couldn't even feel that it was hot. I was just crying.
I remember a friend of mine years ago, she came from Trinidad. And she went home to Trinidad. She said, what do you want me to bring you back when I come back? She said, oh, I want hot peppers. She had some hot peppers. I kid you not, okay? They were in a tin can. That should have been the whole thing that gave me away. She put it in a tin can and wrapped it in tin foil 2 or 3 times. That should have gave it away. You want some? It's good. Try it. Okay? But no. And I was making some greens. And I always put hot peppers in my greens. Well, you know that. I put some hot pepper in there. And that's when I was married to your grandfather, okay? He turned red as a beet. I said, what's wrong with you? He said, I was like, what's wrong with you? And I thought he was having an attack of some sort. He's like, hot, hot, hot. And I'm like, he said, taste the greens. And I said, well, in a minute, because I was, because I never gave the kids real hot stuff. I would cook theirs separate after I would separate it. All right. I ate it. I'm like, that's not hot. What's wrong with you? About 3 seconds later, like once it starts to go down your throat, you feel it. Oh my God. It was a marvelous feeling because I like it like that. So this is sesame, if I can get it open. This is sesame sauce. It's P.F. Chang's. You want some of this?
No, thank you. Onions not that bad in here, actually.
Well, they're scallions, so they're a little different. Yeah, I have carpal tunnel now, so I know. And if I sleep on it, when I get up, tell me something. Did your fingers like numb sometime too?
That happened to me once.
Carpal tunnel? You have to be careful with that too.
And my chiropractor actually fixed it. He said something about connections in the spine into the hand or whatever.
Yeah, I want to go to him.
Oh, he did. He literally just grabbed my arm, just like pulled it, and did some like adjusting. And
I don't like the chiropractor that I'm going to. I want to go to him.
He's really, really sweet. He's helpful. He's nice. But they moved further, which is annoying. But it's still a good place.
Where'd they move from?
I don't know. It's like further in Newark.
Oh no.
I mean, maybe one day I could drive you there because he's really good. And I haven't been there in like a year or two because my back's been doing great. Like he's that good. He gave me back exercises to do on a yoga ball, but since it's been so good, all I have to do is be careful, and that's another thing at that job. I haven't been able to really properly sit down to her and tell her about it. I'm not trying to mess my back up. I just got my back in shape. I still have it, but it's really it's easier than what it is. I'm working on like my shoulders, but he gave me like arm exercises. He said grab a rubber band, in and out, in and out, in and out until you can feel like pain, which is going to sound weird, but it's basically like you can feel the bones and the muscle stretching.
They have these 2 doctors that come on YouTube, and this is for Ray of Sunshine too, that deal a lot with carpal tunnel, and they tell you about stretches that you do out here and you push on the door and stuff like that. And he said you're going to feel the pain, but after a while it goes away. So.
Yeah, it worked. Plus, he did some adjusting and massaging on my arm. But then when that went away, I got this.
Yeah, I have those.
Well, this is the ligament injury I was telling you about.
No, that's not ligament injury. This cyst.
Oh, the doctor said it was mine was a ligament injury because I did a punch in boxing. My glove slid as I punched the thing, so it went back, and then that. Because at first it was swollen. And I'm like, oh, it'll go away, but it's there to stay. It's been a year, so I got to get surgery on it. It's gonna be fun.
What?
A little bit. I want to save some room for that cake.
I bet you do. I think everybody wants to see you boss that cake too. This is actually good.
Mhm.
Now I can't wait to do the Korean fried chicken. Hopefully I can do it tomorrow when I come on. I just have to see whether he's coming home or not, or what's going to happen. You know, so be careful because the fire's on too. Now the reason why I make a big pot of tea like that is because I fill my bottles and we go through tea in this house like Grant did Richmond.
I remember that one summer you like went through a time where you just made like different teas, like blueberry tea, strawberry tea. It was so good.
So I don't mind doing things. I don't mind cooking or anything like that because it keeps me grounded.
Mm-hmm.
And a little more salt. I like cooking. I also like baking things.
I like baking better than I like cooking.
Well, my mother was one of those people that if you was sitting, don't go to her and say, I'm bored. I'm serious, everybody. Do not go to my mother and say, oh, I'm bored. She said, oh, really? She'll find something for you to do.
No, I told Ari. And she kept saying she was bored when we were like down here because we were on our phones and I think her thing died. I said, Ari, that was considered a curse word back then. If you say you're bored, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. Because me, Hadiya, and Angel were like, you just said you were bored? Go find something to do. Because y'all would have gave us a book, a puzzle.
Something.
Well, yep.
Mm-hmm. It was something. You were not allowed to be bored. Not in my house.
Mm-mm.
Not in my mother's house.
I learned too. When I said that, I don't know if it was you or mom that gave me that book. But then back then, I really did enjoy reading. So it was different when I grew up a little bit more. I was like around 9 or 10 where I kind of just stopped reading. But I was into other things. But then you'd make me read a book. I never said I was bored again.
Mm-mm. And don't be sitting there watching television either. I had television in my room. But until I was a teenager, I was only allowed 2 hours of television a day.
See, mom said we never really watched television like that, but we did other things.
Yeah, well, we went out to play, so.
And I was like, I'd say like 9 to like 11 when I used to live in St. George's.
Mm-hmm.
And Paris was there. We used to play outside from daylight to night.
We used to go in our backyards and look for buried treasure. And I thought, well, you never know. We never found any.
Yeah. Me and Paris used to play, and then when we moved back here, and the house we live in now, we met Alyssa, Nevaeh, and all them. So we used to play out there, and they moved the next year, so we just stopped playing outside.
Do you know where they are? Or have you heard from them or anything?
Nevaeh and Gage, and then Tyler, I believe they live with their aunt.
Really?
It's a story I'll have to tell you off camera.
Okay.
And Alyssa unfortunately passed away 2 years ago. So yeah.
Alyssa was the little light skin one?
Yeah, that she was like short and like heavy set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What happened?
She had a baby coming on the way, and what her sister was saying, I guess like the baby was breech or something, and it was stuck in the tube and it ended up exploding. So her and the baby passed away. Medical complications, and it sucks that she just had gotten an apartment and everything. I'm like, wow. And she was 19, turning 19, or she was 19.
That's a shame. She was a nice girl too.
She was. Yeah.
You know what?
I do miss them though.
You know, when you think about it, right? You don't even think. Well, something that my mother said to me one day, and I've heard other older people say it too, and then now I hear a lot of people saying it. Never think about how bad you have it, because somebody else always has it worse off than you.
Yeah.
And I really do feel that.
That's true. But yeah, I've grown to love being inside more, and I think too the pandemic since 2020, being inside literally a whole year, it just made me like inside more. I still go out, have fun with my friends, but we're adults now. We're not going to be playing in the mud and the rain and all that. We're going to want to go out and, go to an arcade or go. We can't have a drink yet because we're underage, but we can have a mocktail.
Will you actually drink?
Hmm?
Will you actually drink?
I mean, I've tried things. I don't really like it.
That's how I was.
But
I like certain wines I like. Well, now I can't have anything to drink really because of the medication that I'm on. But certain wines that I like, and things like that were really sweet and stuff like that. But mixed drinks and stuff other than Remy Martin. I used to like Remy Martin, but I liked it with lime. I did like gin, believe it or not. I like gin and cranberry juice.
I've heard of that mix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll just say older people in my life gave me stuff to try, and some were good and some were not. But it's not my thing. I don't really want to wake up next to the toilet, so
no.
No judgment to anyone who does, but that's just not my thing.
Well, you know what happened to me, so
I think I can have fun partying without getting plastered.
Well, I can tell you, and I'll tell everybody on here, I got drunk 3 times in my life. Once when I was 17 with your grandfather. Okay. I don't remember when the other time was, but the last time, I think the other time was right after I got my divorce. I think that's when it was, but I'm not sure. But the last time was my first Mother's Day without my mother. And I used to work in a bar while I was going to school. And I used to run the bar and everything. It was my grandfather's bar, and I had a brandy sniffer at the edge of the bar. And I used to get brandy and I would drink Remy Martin and I would sip it, right? Yeah. So I would sip it. I was reading what everybody said. And I didn't know that people kept pouring me drinks, and stuff like that, because I worked in a neighborhood bar. So everybody knew everybody, even in the city. And it was in May. And I went outside and it was warm, but see, it was cool inside and the warmth hit me. I live 3 blocks from where I worked at. I rode all the way downtown Boston. I was driving along and I didn't know where I was. And at that particular time, we didn't have cell phones. We had pay phones. And I used to go with a cop. And I remembered his number. So I called the precinct because he was at work. Well, it turns out that he was out on a call. And so 2 of his friends said, "What's the matter, Dee Dee?" And I said, "I'm lost." And they said, "Well, what do you mean you're lost?" I said, "It's a long story, but I'm lost." So they said, "Well, look out and see where you're at," because I was at a payphone. So I looked out and I said, "Well, there's Golden Arches." And he said, "Is it McDonald's?" I said, "No, it's not McDonald's." He said, "It must be Chinatown. What's the street?" So I'll never forget it. It was Nealon Street, which I knew because it was the sewing section where they had all these little factories that made material. Me and my girlfriend used to go there all the time and buy material. So he said, "Okay, get in the car, take the keys out of the ignition." Okay, which I did anyway. And he said, "And just wait there till we get there. We'll come and get you." Okay. They called my brother. My brother was an attorney. So this is not going well for me at all. Okay. All right. They drive up and I fall asleep. And I'm locked in and everything like that. They knock on the window, scared me half to death. And I look up and they're looking at me and they're laughing. And they said, "Are you drunk?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so." He said, "Because you know this neighborhood, you live here." And I said, "Yeah, but I just don't know where I'm at." Yeah, a whole glass of brandy snifter, but they kept pouring it in, see, and I'm not knowing this, all right? So I get in the police car No, I get on the driver's side, not the driver's side, the passenger side. One of the policemen gets in, and I forgot who they were. And I see their faces though. And one of them drives me home, and the other one follows them, right? So by this time, I say, okay, they go in the house and make sure everything's okay and stuff like that. That's okay. Lock the doors and everything and go to bed. You know, and Pancho will be here when he gets here. So I say, okay, and everything like that. Me and my drunk mind decides to go in the bathtub. Now, mind you, we had one of those old clawfoot bathtubs, you know, and stuff like that. I go in the bathtub. I fall asleep again. Okay. Now, I could have drowned in the bathtub, but I guess the way I was hanging on, okay, I thought I was in a boat or something. I don't know what was wrong with me. Pancho comes in the door and he's looking all over and he says, and he wakes me up and he goes, you know, I'm by that time, I'm looking like a sponge because, you know, my skin's all from the water and everything like that. He says, you could have drowned in here. That's okay. I get dressed and everything like that and whatnot. Okay. Now, I'm not sick at that point. I'm not sick until I get in the bed. And I'm in a water bed. So you know where I'm going with this. So it's the water bed is going up and down and everything like that. And that's when I got sick. Oh, yeah. And so that's when I got sick. Pancho was holding my hair back, you know, and everything like that. And I'm feeling sorry for him because he's just getting off work and it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And my kids are away. I think they were at my brother's house because they weren't away with their father. So I think they were at my brother's house, but my kids were away for that weekend. And I'm sick. Okay. For 7 days, maybe 8. I felt like I had a boat in my stomach. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't drink anything but water. I mean, so I promised God and a whole bunch of angels, you let me out of this one, you ain't never got to worry about me again.
That was enough for me. And the taste is rancid.
Oh my God.
I know it's not about the taste, it's about the effects, but I don't want the taste or the effect. I could probably do it with, if they mix it with like something fruity or like, I've tried rum. I mean, obviously, you know, Caribbean. That's the only one.
That's right. No drinking for me.
It's the only one I like because it's the Malibu coconut one. It tastes sweet, and so it doesn't really have a really pungent taste. But that's normal for a Caribbean to try that at a young age.
But the sweet ones are the ones that'll really get you sick.
Well, I only drank a little bit. I just wanted to try it. It's funny because my friend says like in Mexico they be giving their kids that stuff at like 5. It's okay. So I can't.
I don't care what anybody says.
Go and fight in the wars and the military and be, you know, rejected to different countries at 18, but you can't have a drink until you're 21.
Well, it wasn't always like that, but then they made it.
I know. I'm just saying it's ridiculous. We're gonna be in a Adele. Let it be full fledged. Don't pick and choose.
I agree. You ready to do your frosting now?
Yeah. What do you want me to do with it? Like, because it's gonna get soggy. Just mix Cool Whip in here. Okay.
Put it in the Cool Whip.
Let me send this text message before I forget.
Who's mommy?
No, one of my friends was asking me something.
Come, I didn't do it. This was actually good. I will make this again. I have some more shrimp. I checked my tea. You can take that spoon. Oh, you want a bigger spoon? No, put it in there. Mix it in there and then put the top back on.
Oh. You don't care about the Cool Whip being strawberry-tized?
No. Okay. So now we're going to have some sugar. So the tea's ready. Well, it's boiled. So I'm going to put some sugar in there. I'll wash those. I think my dishes are like a Jenga game now.
What?
Jenga? You know that game?
Yeah.
Jenga blocks?
Want me to take this to the table?
You can make it right in front of them.
Okay. And this is the whipped with strawberries and cake. It might not look perfect, but said it might not look perfect, but it's only going in our stomach, so
There you go. I had to pull this forward. So now I'm putting the sugar in.
you want this to go back in the freezer or the fridge?
What?
Yes.
They've got strawberries in it?
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the fridge. Okay, so get your little piece. Happy birthday. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not till June.
I know. I just felt like messing with you.
I'm getting a plate.
Think? Your paper, how many paper plates are in there? Because I need some more tomorrow.
It's low. I don't know the exact amount.
You know what? You know what's so stupid? Amira went out. I mean, Hadia went out there, right? Into the shack. I told her to get my ice cream, but I didn't think about the plates. Did you show them the cake?
Mm-mm. I showed them doing everything else. Here it is. Oh. Frosted.
Looks nice.
Yep. It'll be even more nicer on my palate.
You think?
Not the best.
You know what?
Huh?
You don't have to take this trash out because it's not even half full.
Okay. Works for me.
The one in the, probably the front room, yeah, but. Was it good?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a piece in a minute. She's sitting up here. She's going, You can tell when something's good with her. But she and well, like I said, my granddaughter, the other one, Hadia, she's allergic to things, so.
And the strawberries on top.
Told you. It's too bad that Hadia can't eat with us.
I know.
I mean, she eats with us. I mean, at the table and stuff like that. But she's listening to her music. But she has to make her own food. Yeah, I did. Did you see me eating it? Did you really? Well, good for you. Well, other than the cornbread for the chili and the Korean fried chicken, I should make some rice, I guess, tomorrow. I'm pretty much finished. Sunday dinner is in the crock pot, waiting. The tea's ready. I just stirred it up. Come here, please. And the Korean, I don't want a big piece like that. That's too big for me. I gotta go sleep.
Could I have a half of a half?
Yeah. If I want some more, I'll get it.
It's not gonna be perfect.
You know, nothing's ever perfect. Don't even do it. You know, it's perfect the way people see it. We all cook together. That's nice. I think that's what we should do on Saturday night is cook our Sunday dinner. And the thing about it is, what I've learned from cooking Sunday dinner is that you can rest on Sunday other than the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
That is good. You did excellent.
Well, Betty Crocker did. It's like really moist. So.
Oh, I'm gonna do Jiffy too. Believe it. That is so good. You can take some of that home?
I mean, I can put it in foil.
Mm-hmm.
I get my frosting too. The frosting's good. On top of it.
That is so good. You can rest on Sunday. If you watch it, I mean, unless you're having company or something like that, you can have paper plates and everything like that. And just the pans, just warm it up and stuff like that. And Sunday is really your day of rest. And I really had to get back to that. You know, I really had to get back to that. That's good cake, girl.
The strawberry, I like the frosting too. I don't like a bunch of like buttercream.
Well, it depends upon how the buttercream is made.
That's true. You want another small piece?
Yeah. No, I want half of that and all of that that's in there.
I don't like too much frosting, like of any kind, to be honest. Oh, okay. I think it got offended.
Yeah, because you were talking about how you didn't want the frosting.
No, I like the frosting. I just don't like too much of it.
I'll get it later.
Well, here's a little bit.
Yeah. And that was, I guess it was how she grew up in, because I started cooking on Sunday since I've been an adult. But when I was little, up until even when I was married the first time to their grandfather, my mother would always cook on Saturday. So, you know, I would cook, sometimes go down to her house and I would, you know, do whatever. And then I got into crock pots, which was very early. But, you know, and so that's how I started cooking on Saturday, because on Sunday, I'd have everything all ready and everything like that, my cake. And Mom would have everything. And it was actually, even though my mother was not a Southerner, my father was, okay, that was like Southern tradition, because everybody was in church all day on Sunday, except my mom, because she was Catholic. So, but that's pretty much why older folks would cook on Saturday.
The brown, like it's not burnt, like it's just like the bottom part of it is so good. That's my favorite part.
This cake is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's Duncan Hines.
It's moist too. You know, one more
Okay,
small
but
piece.
Ray of Sunshine, you're probably my daughter's age or younger. Okay. Next month, I'm going to be 74 years old. So I think it's the difference, not so much in culture as it is in age groups. Because like I said, my grandmother's from the South. My mother's family is Portuguese. My mother was born in the United States, but you know, it was just tradition because like I said, even though she only spent a half an hour in church, I've never we used to go in our pajamas to church.
I can't.
Yeah,
we used to have to dress up for that.
Well, it depends upon what time you went. If you went after 8 o'clock, yeah, but my mother used to go to 6 o'clock mass.
I didn't even know that churches could open that early.
Their masses started at 5 o'clock.
That's a whole school thing going on.
There used to be a mass every day.
Mm.
And my mother went 2 or 3 times a week to mass. I don't know whether it's still the same or not, though. So it depends upon age and where you were raised at and who raised you. And my mother was like close to 30 years old when she had me. So well, we've cooked. Ray got all of her cooking done. Ray Sunshine got all her chili ready.
Oh, she made chili too?
Mm-hmm. We're going to get ready to get off because we're going to clean up. But we have to get up in the morning. Mildred's coming tomorrow too.
What time?
9 o'clock.
Oh.
So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Thank you for rocking with me. And I love you all. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I think I have it set. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's about it depends upon how my husband's going to come home, if he comes home tomorrow. So if he's not going to come home tomorrow, I should know by 1 o'clock or so. So I'm going to go out and get a few things just in case he does come home, that will make him comfortable. Yeah, so you know what I mean. But that's not bad. But again, okay, Ray, M.O.B.s, it depends upon what age group they were. You know what I mean? But anyway, I love you all. I love you, M.O.B.s. Again, happy birthday. Gonna send you a little something, something. Love you, Ray of Sunshine, and everybody else that was born here. And I will see you all tomorrow. I love you. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye, and stay safe.
Have a good night.
You have a good night, and do something nice for yourself. See you tomorrow, God willing. Thank you for praying for me, too. What happened?